Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. What a morning already it's been. Sorry about that. Oh, microphone. Sorry, guys. I will definitely get things situated eventually. All right, let me plug you in. Sorry about this. There we go. Okay, green light's on. Looks like we are good to go. Good morning, Cecilia. How are you? Do we have good sound this morning? I almost forgot my microphone again today. Goodness. I'm just having a morning. I'm sorry if I'm low energy today. It will improve. It always improves. By the end of the live stream, you guys bring out the best in me. That's why I want to keep doing these. Uh-oh, I lost my note. Good morning, bestie. How are you doing, beautiful lady? Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, it's another drizzly, um, overcast, foggy day this morning. And so my mood is just kind of meh right now. But I know, like I said before, it will improve by the end of this stream. You guys bring out the best in me. And I greatly appreciate all of you guys. You better pick up those tits and get right with those lovely Thursdays. Gravity takes care of the tits, okay? I do the best I can with what I have, and it I can only do so much. Of course, me and Amanda got you. Yes, you do. How are you doing, Cecilia? Are you having a better morning this morning? I know you like to sleep in bed, which I wanted to too this morning. In fact, last night I didn't have the best sleep at all. Um, I tend I've been dozing off on the couch in the evening, and when I sleep on the couch, I don't get very well rest at all. So when I do wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to go to bed. It was midnight when I did that. Gary was dozing off on his couch, across the room, and he was watching something. I don't know what. He ended up falling asleep. So we both go up to bed, but I'm I'm terrible. Whenever that happens and I go upstairs, I end up getting myself awake enough to where it's hard for me to go back to sleep right away. So at midnight, I'm on my phone scrolling and I get a notification that Marianne did a live stream or was in the process of doing a live stream. So I just hopped on it long enough to say hi to her. It's midnight here. I'm going to bed. I'll rewatch or I'll watch the replay in the morning. And so this morning I woke up and not well rested at all because I had to get up at 6 and get my kiddo to school. We woke up to snow today. Germany got some snow today, and I got to sleep in a whole extra hour. Well, okay, you took my hour of sleep away from me then. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. You deserve that extra hour, Amanda. But I probably ought to get a nap in sometime this afternoon, probably. But I have things to do. I was here at my desk. Um, since tomorrow is Budget Don't Begrudge It Day, I'm not going to be doing a whole lot in the way of budgeting tomorrow. I mean, I will do my budget. Don't get me wrong, But as far as being on the live stream and talking about it extensively, we aren't going to do that. So I thought I'd cover a little bit of that today, because tomorrow we're going to be in the kitchen with my Amanda doing some baking. Because I double checked with her what day works with her. Today was not a good day for her, so we're going to do it tomorrow. Yes, you're still in bed. Aw, all cozy. Snow OMG, that is beautiful. We had a 2-hour delay, not because the amount of snow, but because the road most of the soldiers take to get to the base I went to yesterday is trash with any cold precipitation. Oh, I bet you it gets icy and stuff. Good morning, Maggie. Running an errand for my landlord. Oh, okay. You're out and about getting some errands done. Well, it is errand day, so I guess we ought to get into the business of today. And see, I'm starting to perk up and get a little bit more animated already. So today is day 24 of cruising through the holidays, which is errand day. And FlyLady's instructions for us today is to make a list of the things to mail, or things that we still need to pick up, like stamps. I need to go to the post office today and get some stamps. I did a little of my budget this morning, and I've got a couple of bills I need to mail, but I need stamps. So I will be doing that on my errand day today. She also mentions a list of holiday dinners, such as the groceries and such. Well, we were able to get most of that taken care of. We did go to Aldi's yesterday afternoon, but it was just to pick up a few things that we wanted to use for the rest of this week and next week for our meals. I looked to see if they had a Stolen there, but they do not. So I don't know if Aldi's even does Stolens anymore or not. Or maybe it's just not the right time of the year yet. So, but fun fact, yesterday I went to Aldi's too, and they have their first, okay, whenever they put out a new ad, it goes up on a Wednesday. The first day of that ad is on Wednesday, and if they have special like novelty items that they don't normally sell, like a one-off item, sometimes it's dishes, sometimes it's clothing, whatever it is, they will put those out on a Wednesday, and generally by the end of the week, those things are gone. A lot of people pick those up right away. In fact, there was like one blue, I think it was blue. Yeah, it was blue. It's a French oven. It's kind of like a Dutch oven. It was a cast iron French oven, but instead of it being round, it's oval shaped. It's a 4.5 quart cast iron French oven, or yeah, French oven is what it's called. And I think it must have cost, I think it was supposed to be around $25 to $30 for the item. However, after the lady rung it up, I told her, well, the tag on the shelf said $4.99, directly underneath where this stack of dishes was at. I thought that was odd. Surely it's going to be more than that. And it was when it rung up. But I just ventured to ask the lady, well, the tag on the shelf said $4.99. I wasn't sure if that was a mistake or not, but she goes, oh, really? She took off the other amount and manually typed in $4.99. So I got a pretty good bargain, a brand new cast iron blue French oven at Aldi's. And then I got another, it was it's kind of like a stock pot, but it was something else. It was a ceramic or something. And it cost, I think, $30, like $29.99, which I'm okay with paying for it, but it's still a bargain compared to what you buy other places. Max speed on the road is 70 kilometers per hour, which is 45 miles per hour, and there's always accidents. Ugh. And your roads there in Germany, they're windy and hilly where you're at, so that even adds to the danger. It's a narrow, I should have just kept reading. It's a narrow, winding road, and not everyone is used to driving in snow and ice. Yeah. My husband taught me that when I'm driving on ice and I am approaching a stop sign, he taught me to shift down, because we've got like an automatic um, transmission. But taught me to shift down to neutral while I'm coasting to a stop. So that way it takes the power off of the wheels and I'm less likely to slip sliding around and fishtail while I'm coming to a stop. So I do that a lot, especially in the wintertime. I could probably send you a stolen if you can't find it at all at Aldi's. I appreciate that. I'd hate for it to get messed up in customs and then it just turned out awful because of the way they handled it. And because you got to be careful with handling food, and I don't know if I trust the mail system to handle that. I appreciate the offer, though. We'll see. We'll see. I might still be able to get it, and if not, then I'll just make my mom's fruitcake. It's just I haven't had a stolen in for so long that I'd love to uh, just as an homage to my grandma. Um, Hey Pandy, how are you doing? I need to write everybody's names down that's popping in today. We have Cece, we have Amanda, and Maggie, and then Pandy popped in, Pandyland. We're happy to have you here, Pandy. Yeah, I was telling the girls earlier that I was kind of in a draggy, meh kind of mood when I started the video or the live stream this morning. Just because I didn't sleep very well last night and I stayed up way too late and all that. Thanks, Amanda. Um, but um, but I always know that doing the live stream and chit chatting with you guys, my mood always brightens up by the end of the stream, and it already has. I mean, so yeah, just keep at it, even when you don't feel like it's good enough. Doing something is better than doing nothing at all, and you might amaze yourself at what you're able to accomplish, even with even the smallest effort. And I amaze myself, and it's all because of you guys, you friends that show up for me. You keep me going. You keep me motivated. You keep me excited to do this. And not that I'm anything special. I feel like that you guys are the ones that are special in my heart. Mm, great job. Thanks, Cece. We've been stocking spec- speculoos cookies and holiday treats for 2 months now at our stores. Oh, okay. Wow. I've not been buying any chocolate because the price of chocolate's really gone up. But I did buy a couple of bars of chocolate at Aldi's yesterday. I saw, oh, what's her name? Hannah? I think that's her name. She she raises pigeons. She has pigeons, and she does content that is more vintage in style. She explores a lot of like vintage history and just doing things. And she lives in a very small house in England. I think her name's Hannah. She did a video just the other day where she made a an old fashioned um, hot chocolate recipe. This is from a recipe from the 1800s, and it called for like shaved. well, I call it shaved chocolate, like in actual squares. I bought the chocolate at Aldi's yesterday to try that. I'm gonna try to do that. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But um, the speculoos cookies are like the windmill cookies I used to get at the local grocery store. Oh, in my small town, windmill cookies. Are they like a butter cookie that comes in a tin that we get around here? I think I know which ones you're talking about. Oh no, they're spicy like ginger and cinnamon. Oh, those kinds. Kind of like ginger snaps or something. Okay. All right. Interesting. Yeah, I can make some pumpkin cookies while Amanda is making her Norwegian butter cookies. We'll see how. I need to decide what I'm going to make tomorrow. I know Amanda wants to make her Norwegian butter cookies, but Um, I don't think it needs both of us to make those. Maybe we can, I need to make my bread. I haven't made my bread yet, so that's something I probably ought to focus on more than the cookies. I love the butter cookies in the tin. Yeah, my son does too. Yeah, he likes those. So we'll probably get a couple of those this year. But yeah, today's errands are to make a list of things to mail. I'm going to go to the post office to mail a couple of bills that I've filled out. And I don't know if you can hear the commotion going on outside behind me. Our trash guy is here picking up our trash, and he's just making a big commotion out there. Um, and I see she also tells us that we need to go over our list of groceries and pick those things up. We've taken care of that pretty much. So my errand day is pretty well done. So I will probably be doing. I did some of it yesterday when we went to Aldi's, but I'll do some of it today after the stream. Not grandma's sewing kit, not grandma's sewing kit. What are you talking about? Yes, I love the butter. Okay, I didn't. I just now saw the. What's this sewing kit thing? What do you want about, Amanda? My errands will include starting online shopping for holiday gifts. Okay, great, great. Um, Now, all the things that I bought yesterday at Aldi's, and I did go and get some more yarn. Um, we went to Hobby Lobby. I got a couple of skeins of yarn for my son's poncho that he wants me to make. It's gonna be quite an expense because the price of yarn, but this is what he wants to use. I'm gonna have to go back and get more of it, but I got the bigger, the bulkier size yarn. Um, that I only needed like another two or three more skeins, but I will get those at a later time. And I think they keep those on stock anyway. But all of that I was able to pay for with the cash I've been saving for Christmas. So my whole trip yesterday and everything I bought at Aldi's, at Hobby Lobby, we even got some chicken from KFC because by the time we got home, it was going to be about 6:30, 7 o'clock before we got back home. And it would be too late for me to just start cooking something up. So we picked up KFC for supper tonight. Everything was paid with the cash I saved, and I still had extra left over. So it wasn't completely on budget, but I had the savings cash in reserve. So no debt, no debt. So that's my little win for my budget that normally would be talked about tomorrow. um, let's see. Oh, your mom used to keep, or your grandma used to keep her sewing kit in the cookies. Ah, I see. Okay, well, Where is that? I have my grandma's sewing kit. Is it down here? No. I've got my grandma's sewing kit is in a leather pouch. It's a zippered leather pouch that I have her crochet hooks in. And oh my gosh, I lost my note again. I keep slipping my note on the floor. That's not it, is it? No, that's not it. I've got it put up. I thought it was on my shelf here, but it's not. But yeah. See, I don't think Grandma kept hers in a tin. Hers was her old crochet hooks was in a little zippered pouch. And I've got it. I just got it put up somewhere. I thought it was in this in my cabinet next to my desk, but it's not. Now buttons. My grandma used to keep buttons in mason jars or like spaghetti jars. Spaghetti sauce jars. She would keep the old spaghetti sauce jars and clean them up and put her buttons in it. In fact, I showed you guys before this one canning jar that's got like flowers on it, and it has the flip lid. It's got a glass lid, but it has a wire harness thing that holds the lid on. You can flip it open. She used to keep like leftover change in it. I think whenever my dad and I counted it up, there's like $100 worth of change in that one canning jar. It's not straight. It's kind of bowed out like that, but it's got little decorative flowers painted on it. So yeah, my grandma used. She probably did have some. She probably used the tins for something. I just don't know what. But a lot of times she used like mason jars or old canning jars or something, or jars from like old spaghetti sauce. She hardly ever threw anything away. She found a use for something. Oh, it started to rust shut. Yeah, you got to be careful with those tin cans. That's why I think that's probably why my grandma started using the glass jars because of the rust. It was less likely to rust and mess up things. I have the container similar to Tupperware from the 70s full of buttons. Aurora asked Grandma for it when she was little. Oh, that's so cute. I don't know if we have any. My my dad might still have some of Mom's Tupperware from the 70s somewhere in their house. I need to figure out what I'm gonna get my mom and sisters for their men for Christmas. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to figure out what to get the guys, especially with my dad and my husband. Generally, they're the kind of guys that just goes out and gets whatever they need. And then you're trying to figure out, well, what can we get you? Well, I don't know. There's nothing I really need because they've already gotten it. In fact, Dad walked in the other day. He had just been to, I don't know, Walmart or someplace, and he got himself a new flannel shirt for the winter. I'm like, you could have told me that, and I would have gotten you that, and I at least have something to put under the tree for you. No, he went out and got himself a new flannel shirt. Rora likes to like sorting and looking at all the buttons when she was little. Oh, yeah. My dad found when we were going through my grandma's house after she passed away, and we were picking out some of the things that we were going to keep and auctioning off a lot of her other things that just couldn't keep. One of the things that my dad definitely kept that he's saving back to give to my son when he gets bigger. Well, he is bigger, but when he becomes an adult, my dad found his huge collection of marbles. I mean, do you remember the tube of hamburger I showed you guys? That 10-pound bag of hamburger in the tube. Imagine a bag that full, but it's full of marbles. That's my dad's marble collection. I have a picture of him with his marble collection. So did I put it on my computer? I downloaded some pictures. Let me see. I'm pretty sure here. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. Oh no, no, it wasn't there where I thought. It's got to be here somewhere. It might still be on Google for all I know. I thought I downloaded a lot of those things. You loved playing marbles when you were a kid? My sisters each have a gift here, but I usually get them a couple things. Mom never wants anything and is hard to buy for because she's annoying. Yeah, I hear ya. And I'm getting to be that way myself because it's like there's nothing I need that I can't get for myself. Zach loved playing with marbles. Brandon's stepdad used to make Zach marble tracks to roll them on. Oh, that's cool. You still have your great grandma's marbles? Oh man. Those things are I think those things are worth a pretty penny nowadays. I think if they I think marbles, like vintage marbles that are like 100 years old or something, they could go for a pretty penny. I'm still trying to see if I can find those. I'm pretty positive that I have that picture. It's not on my phone. I'm pretty certain it's not on my phone. Um, we're talking. Oh, it's gotta be. Well, where did I put them? Oh well, I'll try to find that picture and show you guys sometime because it's not here where I thought, because I thought I downloaded it on my computer, but it's not showing up anywhere that I can see. Um, Where else could I put them? Documents? It'd have to be. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. But yeah, it's as big as like this. It's like this long and as big around as my arm, full of marbles. It's big. It's a lot. But yeah, I've got a picture of him holding this bag of marbles, and it's almost as big as him. It looks like. Yeah. So. I'm the same way, but I had Zach when my youngest sister was 7. So I was like, don't worry about getting me anything. Just focus on the kids. Mom didn't listen. I wonder where I get my stubbornness from. Exactly. Yeah, I know. I get my stubbornness from my dad too. Because whenever I try to get him something, it's like he's always wanting to pay for things. When he's here visiting and I'm going to order a pizza or something for us for supper, he already starts whipping out his wallet. I'm like, Dad, it's okay. So I've been gradually getting used to the idea of letting him because it's kind of his way of blessing us. And I don't want to stifle his blessing because he gets blessed by blessing others. So even though I'm trying not to feel like I'm just being selfish. I'm not. Um, but yeah, so that's the money portion of it. I got my errands. I got my list of errands. I'm going over my planner here that I set up the other day. I've marked a couple of things off that I did yesterday. Um, I think today, since we're going to be doing our baking tomorrow, I think today I'm going to start prepping more of my veggies and definitely get them in the freezer this time. I didn't get my potatoes in the freezer fast enough, and so I had to use them. Those potatoes I chopped up that last week or so, I ended up having to use them because I didn't get them in the freezer fast enough. So it's either I use them or I'd have to throw them away the next day. So yeah, we'll do that. Um, I need to remember to pick up my son from school early today because they get out of school early. And that's about it that I can think of. What else can you guys think of that we need to talk about? Today's 24. Um, um, my mom is always saying she wants new shirts, slippers, etc., and then never uses them because they are not right. They are not right. Like the slippers didn't fit right, or the neck of the shirt is too tight. Oh, Jamie. Hey there, Jamie. I didn't see you slip in. Hi, Jamie. Yeah. That's why I've gotten to where I know we're supposed to buy gifts and wrap them up and it's supposed to be a surprise for the kids. I've learned as the kids have gotten older and even myself and my dad and my husband just bring them along. They pick out what they want so I know that what I'm getting them is something that they're going to enjoy. That's something that they want. Or whenever the kids were really young, I would bring them to the store and then just watch their reaction when they went past the different clothes and like, oh, I like this or I like that or this toy. They show a lot of interest to one toy or another. I make these mental notes of what they liked. So then, or sometimes they will verbally tell me and say, "Oh, mommy, can I get such and such for Christmas?" I'm like, "Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe Santa might get it for you, but we'll have to see if we can afford that." But but if you don't know what they're going to like or want, and they don't tell you what they like or want, it's kind of hard to buy for them. So I got to where now that they're teenagers, and of course they know the truth about Santa and all that. I just say, well, let's go to the store. We'll pick out what you want, or like we did with my dad, and he wanted to contribute to buying Christmas for everybody. So I ordered stuff online, but I had to ask everyone, okay, what do you want? We will order it, but it's gonna stay until Christmas, so you won't get to open it up and use it until then. Brandon's best friend did that one year. He took the kids Christmas shopping and let them pick what they wanted, then made me wrap them for Christmas morning. Oh, that's great. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff over here that are still in the boxes and packages that they came from Amazon from. And so, but um, I I looked up the tracking number and my order, and I jotted on the outside of the boxes what is in each one of them, so that whenever I unbox them and start wrapping them up individually, I know what's what, and they're all right here next to me. I've got a cart that has the shelves on it that's got the items on there. It was wild work of a childless 30 something man. Okay. Yeah. These men don't know exactly what us women have to go through when it comes to the holidays and Christmas shopping and stuff. Yeah, my dad hardly ever went Christmas shopping with my mom. It was just me and her buying Christmas for everybody. And then if she wanted to get something for me, I had to look away, or I had to go someplace else while she decided to go pick up my stuff. And then I couldn't look in the shopping cart, and I started using this same kind of technique. I would get the kids the toys that they wanted, but then I'd pile other stuff on top of it and hide it from them while we're going around the shopping. All these tactics we have to do in order to buy for kids, and especially when you can't go shopping by yourself because you have to mind the kids, because my husband's at work and I have to go shopping, and who's going to watch the kids? You got to bring them along. I think Aurora was maybe not 8 or 9, so trying to get her to calm down when she said I had to wrap them and she couldn't have it right away. Yeah, yeah. Um, at one time, our bedroom was on the other side of the stairwell, the wall, and now that's my son's room. But right here is the closet, right here next to my desk, because I'm in the farthest corner of the house. Right here is the closet, for the like our winter coats and such. But when my husband and I was remodeling this portion of the foyer in the living room, um, this was before we even had kids. I already had this vision in store when we remodeled this portion of the house, and this is before we even started having kids. We fixed it because on the opposite side of this closet is the door for a little closet for our bedroom. What I wanted my husband to do was make a secret door in the back of this closet, so that if whenever we have kids and I have to wrap up Christmas presents, I can have all the Christmas presents and stuff in our bedroom where I can close the doors, the kids can't come in. I can wrap everything up, but then I can store the presents in the closet on our bedroom side. And then when the kids go to bed and they don't see me coming down, or they don't see me coming through the house or going up and down the stairwell or whatever, I can, because we had the Christmas tree. At one time, we had the Christmas tree right where I'm sitting here. So what I would do is I'd sneak through that little secret door from our closet to the foyer closet, and then bring the Christmas presents and slip them under the tree, because the upstairs bedrooms hadn't been remodeled, and so upstairs was off limits for the kids. Their bedroom was the dining room, and if I tried to put the presents through, I'd have to walk through our bedroom, through the dining room, into the living room to put the Christmas presents under the tree, so that the kids wouldn't see me. I had that secret door between our closet and the foyer closet and slip the presents in under the tree that way. And then the kids would wake up the next morning not hearing me coming through their bedroom, and they'd be surprised because the Christmas presents were already there. Oh, I gotta catch up on some chat here. Okay. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Chrissy. How are you? Yeah, you heard my story. I think Aurora would. Oh, that. I read that already, and I missed seeing you slip in, Chrissy. Sorry about that. I'm just reading along. But she was completely infatuated with him, so once he said she had to wait, it was all good. So annoying. Yeah. Yeah, kids want to open up their presents now. And, that's why I didn't put out the presents until Christmas Eve, because otherwise they'd be going through them. But I had this vision when my husband and I first bought this house, and we saw where the door to our bedroom closet was, and then where the foyer. Well, this was this a closet? Yeah, it was a closet. It was just a very small closet. But I just had this vision. I wanted a doorway connecting the two. My kids didn't, Chrissy's kids didn't want to open really. They got so excited. Yeah, we had to wait. Now, whenever I was growing up, Mom would go ahead and put the Christmas presents under the tree as she got wrapped them up. I mean, we all knew Mom wrapped up the presents and she stuck them in there, but we could not touch them. And if we did, we got a tanning on our behind, or she would threaten to return one of our presents, so we wouldn't get it anyway. My husband is the absolute worst. He's trying to give people gifts the second he buys them. So, yeah. Yeah, my husband doesn't go shopping. He he will, if he does go shopping, it's at places like Harbor Freight or Lowe's or Menards or something, and then he might see something that he thinks my dad could use or could want. You know, I've been having him do Nathan's clothes shopping lately. Like whenever we all go to Walmart or someplace, and I'm buying things with the girls, we're looking at feminine stuff and all that. I have my husband take our son to go pick out pants or shirts or whatever for him. So yeah, I don't have to worry about buying too much from Nathan because Gary takes care of that at least. The whole month of December is you're gonna like one of your gifts. Want to open it now? Oh, oh, is that your husband's? Oh, okay. Yeah, Mike. Yeah. Now, my grandma, she used to make advent calendars for her church, but they were just little bitty, like ornament type things that you could hang on the Christmas tree, or sometimes they were like a little toy, or like maybe a word search that was folded up and wrapped in Christmas wrapping, something like that. So at least you got a little something every day until Christmas. Wasn't much, but it was a little something to kind of tide us over. But yeah, yeah. So, well, what else? Um, we talked budget, and I bought stuff yesterday that was within the budget because I had saved back cash for several months, and so what I bought yesterday, I got out. Chrissy, I didn't tell you this. You came in after I'd already told the story. Um, Yesterday I went to Aldi's, and on Wednesdays is when they put their new items out that are like for that are not necessarily grocery items. They're like limited edition items that they're selling. Some of them are like dishes or clothes or something special like that. I bought a cast iron French oven, and I it looks like a Dutch oven, but it's oval shape, and it's called on the package. It says French oven. It's like 4.5 quart size, kind of like a casserole dish with a lid on top. And I don't know what the original price was. I'm thinking it was probably $25 to $30 for a cast iron Dutch, kind of like a Dutch oven, but it's a French oven and it was oval shaped. However, the price tag on the shelf right below it said $4.99. There was no other prices anywhere on any of the packaging that said how much this was, except for this little price tag. So when we went up to the register and I was buying it, I think it rang up to be 20 something dollars, and I don't remember exactly what. And I said that I told the lady at the register the tag on the shelf right where that was at said $4.99, and I didn't see any other price tags on it. She goes, and without questioning me at all or having somebody to go back and double check it, she goes, "Oh, okay." She took off the original price and manually typed in $4.99 for a 4.5 quart cast iron French oven. I thought that was pretty good deal. They, I've got all our advent calendars. Aurora has a beauty one. Zach's is D&D. Hubby's is survival gear, and mine is, of course, a Harry Potter Lego calendar. Oh, cool! I don't know if I want to do and try to get a advent calendar for myself or not. Is it one that is for just this year, or is it something that is like reusable that that you dig out and use it year after year? Because they do make things like that are reusable from year after year. Now, the ornaments. I mean, these advent calendars my grandma made was just all like they would take a piece of cardboard, cover it with a green contact paper or something, or not contact paper. What is that? What is that kind of craft paper that you used in school? The the big green sheets. She would put she would glue that onto a cardboard and then make lines to represent the grid of a calendar, and one two date each of the boxes 1 2 3 all the way to 30, or all the way to 25, and then they would wrap up the gifts individually and then just glue them onto the cardboard. So then once it's all over, you can't reuse it. It's all ripped up. But my grandma's church makes those every year. Yeah, all the Isle of Shame. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, way to go. Yeah, I was amazed that I could even get away with that I did. Now there was another pan that was like $29 and or no, I think it was $29.99. So it was almost $30. And I got that because it was a good bargain anyway for that pan, and I know I'd have to spend more than that if I even went to Walmart or something. So I went ahead and got both of those. But I was amazed that the lady took the $4.99 amount that I told her. But I mean, it's right there on the on the shelf, and there was no other price tag. Yeah, we have a collection of cast iron skillets. I even have an actual cast iron Dutch oven that has the handle, so I can actually use it on a like a fire, like an open fire pit while we're camping. In fact, I have used it on while we camped. Um, I found the diagram. I think somewhere on Pinterest. There was a diagram of how you can regulate the heat in your in your cast iron Dutch oven by the arrangement of the coals that you use and how many you put on top of and underneath to keep the heat consistency within the um, the cast iron Dutch oven. And I even made something out in the fire ring one summer. Let it cook out there all day. It was good. We're just 1 year. We're just they're just for 1 year. The Legos I've saved in the boxes because they're all like themed. Oh, okay. Okay. Construction. Oh, contact. Construction paper. That's it. The construction paper. Yes. Because we would also cut them into strips and then make like chains out of them. Yeah. Construction paper. Gosh, I hadn't even thought of that for forever. Um, but I have one thing that I actually left this out on my. I left this out on the entertainment center. Let me show you something that I have for a Christmas decoration. Well, I guess you could call it decoration. But I'll be right back. Let me go get that. Okay. Now, I don't have an advent calendar to count down the days till Christmas, but you guys, I'm going to show this to you. How many of you recognize what this is and what this is from? Yeah. You recognize what this is? And what this is from? Alternating green and red, yep. We used to make countdowns to to holidays or dad coming home, etc. Okay. Nope, not Doctor Who. Back from running. Oh, Maggie's back. Okay. What yarn did you get yesterday? We got 2 skeins of purple yarn for my son. And then I got some cotton yarn in different shades of like 2 or 3 shades of blue, a couple of different greens, and a couple of yellows. And I think I got a pink. Nobody's guessed this yet? Nobody can tell what this is from? Can you tell? Can you tell who this guy is? Yeah. The man looks familiar, but I can't place it. Well, what does it look like he's doing? And what does this whole thing look like? This whole thing. Nope, not Spider-Man's red and blue. Oh my gosh. Does the name Nakatomi mean anything to anybody? Well, he's either falling or really bad at climbing. No, not the Joker. Joker would have green hair and a white face with a silly red grin. He is falling. So you would, to count down the days, he would, you would go, you would draw. I can't do it very well. It is a bad guy. I thought it was a bad guy. Yes, it's a bad guy that's falling. And I gave you a clue, which is Nakatomi. Maybe you know this guy from a different genre. Now, Amanda, you should at least be able to recognize the guy's face. Let's see. Can I get any closer? Can you recognize that face? And what other movie could this particular actor have played in? Something, Amanda, something that you are a big fan of that he has been in. Now he's a bad guy. He's falling from this building. The word Nakatomi actually is the name of this building. Oh my gosh, can I get it back in here? There we go. He's not coming down for a soft landing. He's coming down for what kind of a landing? Not a soft one. Is it Sirius Black? I don't know what the character's name was, to be perfectly honest. Okay, I will tell you the name of the actor. I at least can tell you the name of the actor. Alan Rickman. Nope, not Al Pacino. Alan Rickman is this actor. What movies has he been in? Is he a splat? A splat. He's not coming down for a soft landing. He's coming down for a what kind of landing? That should give you a clue too. Oh, Well, some people don't consider this a Christmas movie. I will tell you that. That's another clue. So there's people that argue that this is not a Christmas movie, but I say it is. A hard landing, yes. There's another clue. Not the landing part. Yes, Die Hard. Amanda finally got it. This is Hans Gruber falling from the building. Oh, you said Die Hard? When I miss saying that, Maggie? Oh my gosh. You said Doctor Who? I saw that. I don't see where you said Die Hard, Maggie. For Splat. And under Amanda's comment that said Snape. It did not come through on my side. I am sorry, Maggie. I can let me do a let's see. Oh Snape, yeah, it said I've got oh Snape. I got a screenshot. Let me see. Let me see if I can send that to you here. Oh no. Is it gonna let me? Let me move this out of the way. I'm sending you a screenshot of what my screen looks like, Maggie, so you can see what I'm seeing. And I apologize if you put it there and it just didn't say it, but yeah. Because I see your Doctor Who and a splat, her splat of Al Pacino. I don't have premium, so I can't look it up. And then Snape. And then Jamie says, I have no clue. Who is that? Hard Landing. Hard Landing, is it Die Hard? Yeah, okay. And Amanda says, Hard Landing, is it Die Hard? Yeah, Hans Gruber. Yeah, I'm sorry, Maggie, if you said Die Hard and it just did not come through on my side. I'm sorry. Yeah, oh, you sent me a screenshot too? It's weird. YouTube did not let that come through on my end. That is so weird. OMG, the stealing babies. I don't know. YouTube's weird today, I guess. It's not sending. Wait a minute. Let me see. Somehow it has top chat on the screen. Let me change it to live chat and see if it made. There, it made a difference. For some reason, it had top chat instead of live chat. I've probably been missing a lot of messages being sent because YouTube doesn't send me everything. You would think this is my live stream, I would see everything, but for some reason it wasn't letting me see everything. I'll have to try and remember that next time so I can see all of that. Okay, well then Maggie gets the prize. I don't know what prize it is. Just maybe just a hand clap. I'm sorry, I generally did not see that, so I'm trying to figure things out with this live streaming crap. I see it after Amanda's. The YouTube filters are so wackadoo lately. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is my channel. I mean, okay. I log in to my account. I pull up my live stream on my computer. So you would think YouTube would recognize, okay, the person who is broadcasting this live stream and the person who's accessing the live stream on a different device is the same person because it's the same account. You would think they would give at least my account full coverage of everything and not filter my live chat so that I can't see everything. I don't. I don't know. And that's our hour already. Yeah. Well, there you go. There we go. See, I started out this morning at the beginning of the chat, at the beginning of the stream. I was very low energy. I wasn't sure whether I should continue on. And here we are. A full hour's gone by. I didn't even notice. And I had to have my bestie remind me, Sheila, an hour's gone by. We need to go on now. That's why the second I get into chat, I select all messages instead of just top messages. See, I didn't even notice it said top messages up there at the top. I really didn't. I never even think about looking at that. So I will definitely keep a track on that. Yeah, that was fun. So, alrighty, my friends, we did it. We're gonna go and do our errands. I've got a couple of bills right here that I need to get in the mail. I need to get some more stamps and those Christmas cards that I'm going to be sending out to you guys. I will be working on those this weekend and hopefully get those out by Monday in the mail. So don't forget, if you want me to send you guys a handcrafted Christmas card that I'm going to do on Canva with a little added crochet surprise from me, don't forget to DM me your mailing addresses over on Instagram, and I will send you something special for Christmas. I wasn't planning on doing Christmas cards, but yesterday I couldn't do what I originally planned to do. So I decided to do what FlyLady instructed us to do, which was Christmas cards. And, the more I think about it, the better and more upbeat I was to the idea. I'm going to go live after this. No pressure to join, just going to be crocheting my hands off again. I might pop in a little bit later on, Maggie, but I do need to get some of these things done, and I'll probably try and get on there. Amanda will be there. Yeah, I'll be there in a bit, Maggie. Got to feed my fam real quick. All right. You guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully we can get some things accomplished today for our errands, and we're staying on top of our budget. I might talk about that a little bit tomorrow, but tomorrow, Amanda's going to be helping me in the kitchen. We're going to be making some cookies. All right. Bye, friends. Are you not doing that? I'm trying to do this without flipping my phone around. And it says that's where my button should be. Why are you not there?